Alrighty, so a couple things. Today we went on another adventure out to Marble Falls, and we first met up with Gil and hung out with him. He goes back to Belgium next week at the beginning of the week. So that was fun. We went to Hop Dottie's, ate some food, and managed our macros, managed our food. So doing the TKN program right now, a 1-year coaching program on nutrition. We've learned a lot, and we've been talking a lot about stuff, lessons that we've learned. It's awesome how nutrition and fitness and health is like one of the best onboarding systems for just getting control of your life in general. And so Sarah and I have learned a lot over this last year in the program. With that said, let's see. Also, updates as far as the gym goes. The gym is rock and rolling. We are actually training somebody. His name's Corey, and he lives in Chicago. He's a really cool guy, really nice, and professional Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy. And he does train some Jeet Kune Do, and he's competed in MMA. He's done kickboxing, so he does have the stand-up stuff. And so we're seeing how he goes, but he has been working with me this week, all virtual, teaching virtual classes, doing other work with me. We meet at 7 a.m. every day, Monday through Friday, and that was this last week, and we're going to do it again next week. And if all goes well, then he's going to have a full-time position at Fighting Fit, come down and help me build the legacy. One thing that has, I have really, really come to value is accountability coaches, is knowing that somebody is relying on me to get them stuff. That has made such a huge difference. And so when I hired Weston to help me with sales at the beginning of the year, actually at the end of last year, but he really started to work with me at the beginning of the year, that was, that became almost accountability coaching, essentially, because I knew that I was on the hook every day to train him and to have stuff ready for him. And I knew I had to be getting him leads. I had to be holding my end of the bargain. And so there's a part of me that's like, I feel like I've been holding myself back by not hiring somebody. Feeling like by hiring someone, instead of having the attitude, what I've had the attitude of is, well, I'll get the business up to where I can then hire someone, whereas I think the reverse is a better mindset, which is hire someone, and that'll force you to get the business up to that point. And it's forcing me to have to come up with clear systems that I can explain easily to him and get it out of my head and make it simple. And it's going to buy me 40 hours of work a week. So I'm going to be on the hook for making sure there's stuff ready for him. And it's getting me to address a lot of my own fears around that. Like there is the fear of the business moving forward quicker than I'm used to. And that's an interesting fear. Anyway, yeah, good stuff happening. We're at the Galleria right now, on our way back into Austin. And so we just decided to pull over and take a little walk, a little jaunt. I wanted to talk about some things that have kind of hit me. I want to make sure I didn't lose them. One of my favorite quotes has been, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And that always struck me ever since I heard an explanation, which is that the lessons, the teachers are all around us all the time. And so it's when the student's ready, then the teachers become apparent. We start to recognize all the teachers around us, both actual people, but even just like nature, like the world existing the way it does, principles of life. Anyway, the other day I said something that I thought was quite profound, And I think it's kind of becoming my little motto in regards to myself as a teacher, and that is, when the teacher is ready, the student will appear. And I like that because it creates a non-needy feeling inside of me. A thing of like, all I have to do is prepare myself and the student will appear. So just a little take on the whole, when the student is ready, a teacher will appear. Well, in reverse, when the teacher is ready, the student will appear. And so rather than grasping, rather than trying to build something, there's more of an energy of hang back and do what you need to do, work on yourself, develop yourself. And then as you develop yourself as a leader and as you become stronger and better and more prepared as a leader, that's when you'll be ready to, people will recognize that and actually seek you out. And so if you don't feel like if you're struggling, if you're having to do a lot of tricks to market whatever you're doing, then maybe what needs to change is the level of leadership that you bring. And by having that attitude, you can have a bigger influence. The other thing was something that came to me today, and that was around, gosh damn, this damn fly is bugging the heck out of me. But this morning, I actually got up at 3:30 this morning, which was crazy. I've been going to bed early and just trying to get up at 5, but for some reason I've been waking up even earlier. So I'm going to ride that wave as long as it goes. But I woke up and I was thinking about the mental models that we run our lives by, and how a mental model that I've had, and what's funny with mental models is you can consciously know something's true and still operate unconsciously from another mental model that you've had from childhood. And one of those mental models that I've had is one around food, where food always feels in short supply, and therefore, and that food is almost like gas in a car, where the longer the car runs, the more hungry, or I guess hunger level is like gas in a car, and food, but the longer the day goes on, the hungrier I get. Now I know that's not really true. I know that I tend to be hungriest at certain times of the day, but in my mind there's this, I have this model that as time goes on, I get hungrier and hungrier and hungrier. And so that has caused me to overeat. For instance, if I go out to like a buffet, I'm more likely to try and stuff that food in, because in my mind, I think, if I can just gorge myself, then it's almost like topping your car. It'd be like if the gas station said, hey, we're giving away free gas. And so you not only fill up your car, but you bring extra gas containers and fill those suckers up too. So you've got gas well past when your car runs out. That's almost like how I would eat. It's a very scarcity mindset with this model of the more food I can get in, the longer it'll be before I want more food. And anyway, and yet, on a hormone level, like we know that we go through waves, and that even if you eat a ton of food, if anything, that can actually cause you to be more hungry a little bit later. And I connected it to something that Sarah had read a while back that she read to me that was really profound, which was this quote about basically, there's a point that you eat enough that your body can't do anything with the food. So whether you throw it away, you grow up hearing that there's starving children in Africa, so don't waste that food. But what happens is, if you've given your body all the nutrients that it needs, then it's now at a point where anything else that you add is just junk. It's just pointless. It's going in there for no reason. And so you are either throwing it away in the trash, or you're using your body as the trash can. Either way, it's wasted food. And so I kind of connected that in my head, like there is a point where, first of all, you cannot store up on hunger. You cannot eat enough food to quench hunger in the future. And then also, if you do eat more than enough food, all you are doing is making your body the trash can instead of the trash can. So I don't know, a bunch of thoughts I wanted to get in.